What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Real Bucks Talk. Today, we're going to be looking at the outside linebacker room, and it's a preview for this season. So it looks like flat out right now, we're losing JPP, strong veteran, great leader in the locker room. But step in, Joe Tryon Shoyinka, JTS, that I call him all the time. So very young, same lengthy, a lot of fire, wanting to prove himself. But then you have Mr. Mainstay, Shaq Barrett, literally the most quiet, productive player on the team. Seems like everyone expects more of him, but he still gets double-digit sacks. So, I mean, initially looking at your bell cow guys on the outside, they're edge rushing nonstop. JTS stepping into a big role and Shaq Barrett doing his thing. What do you think, Plus? How's that room look like to you initially?
Well, it's bigger opportunities for a number of guys, and that includes Shaq Barrett. I think his opportunity now to really step in as the leader of the group, the leader of the edge group, we like to call it, or outside linebacker position. And over the last couple of years, Shaq has been one of the better defensive end edge pass rushers out there in the league. Obviously with 19 and a half in his first season with the Bucs, and then had eight
People
the
got
fall.
like spoiled with that 19 and a half and
They
expectations.
did. They did. And, I think he holds himself to that high standard. And last year he was really good too. 10 sacks. You even said it was a quiet 10 sacks and really productive player. So I think him now coming from the right side of the defense, playing up against left tackles, I think is going to be awesome for him. I think he is actually better on that side, to be personally, in my opinion. I think he's better from that rush stance. So that should be fun. And then JTS becoming a starter now, obviously the opportunity and the role is going to be more for him. He's going to have to be better against the run. He's going to have to be more assignment sound, and had a pretty solid rookie season, I would say, last year. 4 sacks on the season, good numbers for a rookie. And it's really tough as an edge rusher, pass rusher, to come into this league and dominate right away.
Yeah.
Not everyone's Nick Bosa. Not everyone's, it's like those guys that are just so good and technically sound. So I think he's got a very good opportunity to really take a step forward and get closer to that, double digit sacks and be that productive speed rusher coming off the left side.
And plus the dude took a year off. I mean,
Yeah.
we all know what happened the last couple of years with the old virus, but I
Mhm.
mean, now does he take that next step? I mean, from all the players alike, is they notice it. And let's actually go to that. This is Donovan Smith talking on JTS.
I don't think I would call it a leap of jump. I just think it's like a tame beast. You feel me? You kind of gotta. We had JPP and stuff, and he's coming in figuring some things out. But he's definitely gonna be a dog for us, and I mean that. So, got to be able to, as long as he is, quick as he is, powerful he is, shifty. Some of the things that you look for in an edge rusher, and it's gonna be great. So, like I said, I'm glad he's on our side.
That little laugh at the end just made it. But so I mean, he's clearly saying he sees it from his side that
Mhm.
GTS has the ability. It's just like you said, a tame beast. Let's see what this tame beast looks like in a full season capacity to stay healthy, get after it. Does that 4 sacks turn into 8 sacks or more? I mean, as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan, yeah, you truly hope that. But do you think that he makes that jump?
I think so. I mean, when you look at his just built, like it's a unicorn style built, like not people many are, the way he looks. I mean, he looks like a giant out there when you see him up and close. I mean, we've been to training camp and we were always talking about it. He looks so much taller than the other guys, lanky but
Yeah.
built and stout and like has good frame to him. He's all of 6'6", over 260 pounds. And I think his ability to really build out his frame this year, I think it's going to show. I think he's going to be stronger against his opponents and be able to hold his contains better in the run game. But obviously, maxing my or combining that with his pass rush skills and maximizing his potential, I think is going to come out this year. And I think his ability to match up against right tackles, he'll be able to take advantage of those guys and also be able to shift inside against guards. We saw it. I mean, he's pretty special inside as well. So, yeah, I think he's got a great opportunity in front of him. But that doesn't, you can't discount the people behind him as
Yep.
well. Moving into Anthony Nelson, who had quietly 5 sacks last year
Think about
and
that.
and has gotten better every year. And again, unicorn built in size, 6'7", 75 pounds, give or take, and can move pretty well. Not super athletic, doesn't have the bend or speed like, JTS or Shaq Barrett does, but he does the technical work and he's very sound in his fundamentals and just finds a way to get after the quarterback. It's like, oh man, how did he do that? How did he get there? And he finds a way to make plays. And it seems like he's always around the football, which is always a good thing.
You better check your sheet.
Yeah, I mean, check your sheets. Check this out: 0, 1, and boom, he jumps up with a 5. I mean, production. That's you want to see yourself getting better every year. Like you said, the unicorn size, 6'7", 271. He's a big boy, and if he produce even more? I mean, he's going to get way more repetitions. You just lost a big vital player for the last few years here in Tampa and JPP, and someone's gonna have to step in and show up. And if you can continue on your progressions, I mean, we always say, yeah, you should be progressing little by little. Some people find their ceilings and they stay there and they plateau. Does he have any more in there? Can he progress? Can he bring a little bit of a slippery game? Not just necessarily winning by speed because that's not part of his game. It's mainly power against a run, but can he add a little bit more in that pass rush? We don't know. We've seen this jump right here. It looks fantastic. Can he jump up on that? We'll see. Maybe he is a 5 or 6 sack type of guy. I'm okay with that as long as it's in a union. I mean, again, he can be used inside, outside, very fun, and he did very, very well as an outside linebacker, as in coverage as well. Like his humongous size was covering running backs. I mean, that's tough to do, and I think a lot of people just overlook him, and he's been nothing but consistent since he's been on here. I know last year was the only one he really got a big sack number, but still, he's progressing little by little. We like to see that. And then other than that, those are your main big three. But behind them, I mean, you got Cam Gill, who did get that sack in the Super Bowl. After that, he's been kind of quiet. And then you have the young guys like Andre Anthony. A lot of people talking about him, the rookie they just drafted, 7th round. What does he have? He has a lot of tools. Can he actually stay healthy and produce on the field? We'll see. But I mean, there's going to be a lot of fighting for that room because now there's a spot available. So of the rest of the guys, what do you think about them?
I'm excited, to see Cam Gill again, another guy that is a little bit smaller in stature, but he can move. He's got, good quickness, speed to his game, bona fide speed rusher off the edge. So I want to see him, see what he can do, and maybe with more opportunities, he can showcase his skill set more. And then with Andre Anthony, again, an older rookie, already 25 years of age, coming off a significant injury. It seems like he's pretty much back to health, which is great. Obviously, he's a hard worker, dedicated, comes from an LSU background, and obviously we've had success with LSU players and picks.
Let's keep it up.
Yeah, let's keep it going. And yeah, so that'll be a very intriguing battle, I think, between those two. I think those are probably the favorites right now. I don't see any surprises out of the remaining guys, but overall, it's a group that I think is going to surprise a lot of people, especially JTS taking the steps and leaps and bounds that I expect him to, and then Anthony Nelson continuing that development, and then really Shaq just being Shaq Barrett, and I think really an underrated star in this league that not a lot of people talk about, and I think he'll finally get some recognition this year with another great season.
Let's put it this way: we're going to need them. At the end of
Yeah,
the day, we're going to need that front four to do something because, I mean, you can't sit back and allow your cornerbacks to be on an island like that. That front four has to produce, and I think they know that based off of last year's production. Well, on that, guys, if you like the video, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't just yet. Comment down below. Are you happy with the room that they have? Do you see any sleepers? Do you see someone making a huge jump in production? Let us know down in the comments down below. And with that said, until the next one.